So welcome everyone to Brava Women, Wise Women Wednesdays. I would love to introduce you to Nikki Thompson. Nikki is an integrative wellness practitioner with over 20 years experience in Bayside, Melbourne. She specializes in providing personalized treatments for clients to provide relief from swelling, pain, and excessive inflammation through lymphatic therapeutic massage and ear sinus cancelling experiences. Her focus extends to conditions like lipoedema, fibromyalgia, arthritis, bloating, congestion, headaches, and ear and sinus problems. So without any further ado, I'd like to invite Nikki to share with us and how we can help and keep our lymphatic system health. Over to you, Nikki.
Thank you so much. As many of you know, I do have a lymphatic problem. I do have swelling in my body, and I do have a condition called lipedema, which is a fat disorder. But what I thought I would do is just go back to absolute basics. And we all have a lymphatic system. Most people don't hear about a lymphatic system until they hear about someone who may have had cancer or something, and they've had lymph nodes removed, and then they may get swelling. But I'll go back and run through these slides really quickly, just to give you some, I guess, education around what's involved in the lymphatic system. So I'll start, oops, that's not working. Oh, there. So what is the system? That diagram is showing part thereof of the lymphatic system. It's like a super highway of vessels and nodes. And when that highway, if you think about a car on a highway, when the cars are all travelling, everything's great until somebody breaks down or stops, and you get a backup of traffic. It's a bit the same in our bodies, where when that lymph fluid that's in the lymphatic system, it comprises of about 15 litres of lymphatic fluid. It has to go through all these vessels, and it helps clean the system out. If it is not being kept in tip-top shape, you'll get backup of fluid. So if I just go through this complex network of vessels, nodes and organs that work alongside the circulatory system to remove toxins, waste and other unwanted materials from the body, plays a critical role in our immune function, fluid balance and nutrient absorption there. What it's responsible for is the transportation of the lymph fluid, which is a clear fluid containing white blood cells, and it helps remove those waste products from the body. So all the cellular debris, all the debris that the cells drop off, the lymph system helps filter that out. And an analogy I can give you is a fish tank or an aquarium. When that fish tank and the filter is working really well, the fish are happy, the plants are happy in the tank, everything looks clean and beautiful. When you turn that filter off or it breaks down, that water gets murky and slimy and foul. That's what happens in our bodies when the lymphatic system is not working properly. So it's often referred to as the human sewage system, which is beautiful. Here we go. How does it work? The lymph travels through the lymphatic vessels and passes through the lymph nodes, and their harmful substances are filtered out. So that might be viruses and bacteria and things like that. Unlike the circulatory system, so the heart comprises of about 5 litres of blood that gets, the blood gets pumped around by the heart. The lymphatic system, being about 12 to 15 litres of lymph fluid, doesn't have a pump, and it relies on movement. So movement can be some breathing, really deep diaphragmatic breathing, moving your arms and legs, getting in the pool, any sort of movement will help to get that lymph moving. And obviously, when I'm working with clients, what I'm doing with a lymphatic massage is mimicking a movement up towards the heart to refilter that lymph fluid with the circulatory system. So it's all very deliberate, the movements that I'm doing and the sequence in which I go. You've got different drainage points along your body, and I activate those before I start flushing the fluid, if you like. So people who don't move and who are very sedentary may find that they get swelling in their joints. They might find they get swelling in their ankles at the end of the day. The lymphatic system needs you to be active, and it doesn't need a lot, but it needs something. Why it's so important? The lymphatic system helps defend the body against viruses and infections and diseases. It helps maintain your fluid balance by returning the excess fluid back from the tissues to the bloodstream. The lymphatic system aids in the removal of toxins, which I've said before. And if it becomes sluggish, which many people I'm finding have, they're not aware, but they're just feeling blah. They're kind of like, I don't know what's wrong with me. They may not present with masses of swelling like I have, but when you palpate the body, you actually feel that they're puffy, or they might look a little bit puffy in the face, around the neck. They might be sore around the groin. They might get pain in behind their knees, which is another area where the lymph will collect. So what I like to do when I'm working with people is give them a basic education, because that's all I've got, basic, and encourage them to start doing things for themselves to help that lymphatic fluid move and filter and flush. So I will, next thing, factors affecting the lymphatic function, the sedentary lifestyle, lack of movement can affect your flow, which makes sense. When there's no pump, we've got to do something. Dehydration is huge, and I speak to people a lot, whether it's for lymphatic massage or whatever. If you're not drinking enough water and good quality water, lots of processes in the body won't work properly. But in the fact of the lymphatic system, it makes the lymph fluid get more viscous and thick, so it can't travel through those tiny little vessels, and it'll get stuck, and you'll get puffiness or swelling in different areas. Poor diet, processed foods and excess sugar, alcohol, all of those things add to a picture of a decline potentially in your lymphatic system. And stress plays an enormous part in it as well. We know for people's health, stress affects you in so many different ways. Well, it affects the lymphatic system as well. Some tips for maintaining good health: stay hydrated. Drinking good quality water is essential, but it's also not tap water. I'm a real water snob. I think tap water's, you've got water running through pipes that are all rusty and revolting, and we're drinking that. We know it gets filtered somewhere. Some things are taken out, but you're not getting great water going in to hydrate. And given that we're about 70% water, I like to think that you put some good water in and you might get some good responses in your body. Move your body. Rebounding, I don't know if anyone knows about it, but it's like the little trampolines, little portable trampolines. You can just jump on it, and you get jumping on those little, or any trampoline, but a rebound is easy. You get the G-forces. So as you go up, the lymph, it pushes the lymph up and gets things moving. As you jump up and down, a couple of minutes of that is enormously beneficial to the body. For my body, it likes walking, but it really loves being in water. My favourite medium for exercise is water, and that's great for the lymphatic system. It helps compress it and move it. You get this sort of hydrostatic compression going on. Eating a balanced diet, lots of general meat and veg and fruits and nuts and things. Avoiding anything pretty much in a packet is good for your lymphatic system, and keeping your stress under control. In conclusion, the lymphatic system plays a vital role in our immune function, the fluid balance, and detoxing the body. By implementing simple lifestyle strategies, we can support the health of our lymphatic system and enhance our overall well-being. I know that some of you have come to me as a client before, but I thought I'd put up an offer. I don't know whether that's normally done, but for those who want to, who are intrigued and would like to come and try a lymphatic massage and healing session, I would like to gift you a set of the lymphatic gloves that I usually sell to clients to do their own home lymphatic drainage. But there are things that you can do without gloves. You've got hands, and I think I've explained it before. If you want to start, you can tap your chest. We can all do it now. Tap your chest, sort of make Tarzan noises. That so it gets that lymphatic. It tells the body that we're going into that sort of phase to drain. Then you grab your hands and pull the lymph. It's lightly under the surface of the skin towards the heart. I like to tap in the elbows and then move the lymph from the lower part of the arm. This is a really basic sequence. Then you do the other arm under the armpit. You get a lot of lymph congestion under the armpits. And then from the arms, you go to the tummy and you go out to the left-hand side. As you're looking down at your tummy, you go out to the left and round. Sorry, you get all of me there. And then you get your hands or your gloves and you go from the back of your, you can't see me, from the back to the front, because the lymph travels back to front. And then you go to your groin area, and sort of dig in there and sweep your hands up towards your hips, the upper leg and then the lower leg and up. That can be done in about 2 minutes and will give you, and then you can do some calf pumps where you just stand up on your toes. I can't do it here, but that can help start moving. If you're sitting and working and you start feeling heavy in the body, just get up and sort of tap things around. That can be enough to start the lymph moving. But the reason we start the sequence at the chest is the lymph's got to go up and circulate round. And if that's not opened up, then it's like a tube of toothpaste with the lid on and you're just pushing up and there's nowhere for anything to go. So there we go. I can't see because of the...
No, thanks, Nikki. That's really helpful. If anyone's watching this and would like Nikki's details, we'll put them in the comments. But yeah, thank you. We're going to go to Q&A now because I'll just stop the recording.
Yep.
Oh, there's the contact details. Nice.